Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Star Ocean 2. Last time we made our way to this level, which, let's go figure out which level we're on. There's another Slayer's Ring. We are on level 5, The Lady's Revenge. The enemies will start to get more difficult around this floor, the next. I think it's the next floor that gets really difficult. But until then, just kind of, you know, keep in mind that even though we're overpowered now, that will not maintain, especially due to the fact that we're not even level 100 yet. Alright, let's see. First things first, we'll take a trip over here just to see this room. Remember that room potentially for later. And there we are. Did 2 years ago. What did I do 2 years ago? Who are you? Oh yes, it's Puffy one more time. Yes, I'm guessing the first Star Ocean came out 2 years prior to this game. Well, no, but it seems so. Wait, what? That doesn't make any sense. Oh well, goodbye. Okay then. What goes together with a lady like me? Pimples, a curse, or a beast? Well, the correct answer is a beast. I'm sure the other ones would be funny too, but... Anyway, whoa, hello. You're a very big, scary-looking dude. Show me your strength. Sure, we'll take on another boss. Why not? It's a little early in the floor, but let's go for it. Mirror Slice with 1 damage. Now, you may want to stay in this battle for a little while and work on your techs, because you only do 1 damage to this guy. He has 800,000 HP, so you're not going to kill him unless you do this for hours upon hours. But it's a very effective way of building up your techs, because if you busy him, like I've done here, you can keep spamming your abilities over and over again. As you see, Chisato's run out of MP, and that's something that will get annoying as we go on. But this is actually a very nice floor, because this floor is where we get a better weapon for her. One that we could not item crate, could not get from the battle arena, or anything like that. So yeah, I'm just going to stick around here until Claude runs out of MP, and then I will see you in a moment here once we've gotten to that point, just to work on my techs. Okay, pretty much time to move on. You can actually run from this fight. And you're going to want to, because it's unbeatable. Well, I guess technically it's beatable over time, but I wouldn't worry about it. I have the lower key. Till we meet again. And they just walk off. Okay then. No attacks affected. Well, we probably want to do a little bit of healing after that, so let's deploy the blackberries. But now we're almost out of points for blackberries. So if you want to pick up some more, go to Familiar at level 1 and order some more blackberries. Do I need anything else at the moment? No. Sure, we'll settle accounts. And eventually they'll bring me back some more. Remember that room potentially for later as well. Let's see here. Let's go and grab this one. Now, do we have new enemies? We may have seen these guys before. Wow, Claude got his ass kicked in that fight. He just kept interrupting him. Didn't get a chance to do anything. Good thing for stamina. Don't even have to bother to heal him. Let's grab this chest. Juicy beef. You'll notice we get a lot of the like sweet nectar, juicy beef, that kind of thing. They're not particularly important, but they are like special ingredients for item creation if you're interested in that kind of thing. But, yeah, it's there if you're interested. Now we gain some more levels. That's good. So we go down here. There should be one of these rooms. Secret door. Fairy ring. Fruit nectar. Yeah, they're just rare ingredients. They do make some really good food if you're interested in doing it, but I just don't care enough. It's not useful to me, so I have more than enough healing items for what I need.
Okay, cut. End it there.
I find the compounding gets you more useful ones because you can use them in battle as well as outside of battle. And most of them are duplicatable, so that's easy too. There's no reason to go over to the right for now. We just wanted to pick up those treasure chests. Now we'll head up here.
Behind?
Oh, we got a new enemy. Apparently these guys I'm attacking now can teleport, but they die so fast that I'm not worried about it. There we go. Alright, so we do need to get that better weapon for Chisato. Whereabouts is that going to be? Treasure chest? No, not that one. What about over here? Got another treasure chest. I think it's one of the enemies on this floor, but they can cast the Earthquake spell, which is a really powerful spell. Does quite a bit of damage. If you're using Atlas rings, then you'll likely end up dead, so I would not recommend that you use those. No, that room is empty. Remember that room potentially for later too. Now what? Wait, what? Hello? Somewhere else. I'm not really sure what they're talking about. Sometimes Reina will say something about help the damsel in distress or something like that, but anyway, it's just another of the bosses we fought before.
No.
It wasn't hard the first time. I don't expect it to be difficult. Yeah, Dream Piece. That's the ability you want to be aware of. Sometimes it lasts longer than others. But yeah, definitely be careful about it because that can lead to death somewhat easily. But for the most part, I don't worry about it too much. It'll be a long fight if you end up getting a game over because of it. That would be nice. We did save you. Clever girl. Hello, what have we here? The Weird Slayer, the ultimate weapon in the game for Chisato. And one of the best weapons, period. This item is so good. Alright, so normally that's her best weapon, Weird Slayer. It's better in some respects, it's weaker in some respects. It can fell beings not of this world, or weird enemies, with one blow. The enemy that we fought that we only did 1 damage to, that was a weird enemy. So yeah, this can one-shot that enemy. On top of that, it's got a hidden ability. I hate hidden abilities. Tell me if you have an ability on a weapon, or an item, or anything. But it's got a hidden ability to heal 50% of your HP with each attack. And I think some sources also say it's MP as well, or one or the other, or both. Anyway, it's really good. It's more powerful than she already had, heals her, and doesn't consume a crap ton of MP, making her far more useful. Now, the Weird Slayer can be equipped by a lot of different people. Let's take a quick look at how many different people can use it. My controller will actually press the button. There it is. So yeah, usually anyone with fists, so I believe Noel can use it too. I don't think Presses can use it, but I could be wrong on that one. So yeah, we're going to give that to Chisato. That'll be her weapon for the rest of the game. I think we can get a second Weird Slayer later, and then I might end up giving that to Bowman depending on which floor I'm on. It's very nice to have it because it one-shots enemies that are considered weird, and yeah, it'll just be particularly useful at certain points. I'll work on some of these abilities later. Spirit Force will work on, Cancel, and Counterattack. Those are the ones we'll be working on next, as with all the other fighting characters as well. Ah, there are my blackberries. Nice. And if we continue to go this way, we'll go down through this door. Run into a battle at a very strange time. Oh, there's a new enemy. Yes, Mirror Slice. Mirror Slice everything to death. But yeah, once we go through this door, it closes behind us. Now, going this way, this leads us back to a room we were before. Down was a chest. There's another chest here. There we go. Now, once Puffy has dropped the item there, the boss can, or that weird beast, can appear in one of 3 rooms. Those are the ones I pointed out before. So I'm going to go check them all individually, and then we will hopefully find them. If it's not in the one over here, then I'm going to go back to the start of the area off screen, because it's pretty easy to get there, and it'll save a bunch of time in the process. So the first one is this one. He's not there, so I'll meet you back at the start of the floor. Alright, so we're back at the start of the floor. The other 2 rooms are the one directly up and the one directly to the right. I think it's random which room he appears in, but anyway, before entering the battle, make sure you have the Weird Slayer equipped, and or the other option is you could continue to build up your abilities and equip it mid-battle. I'm probably going to do that and just equip you with, I don't know, doesn't really matter, I'll give you that, why not, doesn't matter. So yeah, I'll be working on my abilities in this fight, and then once we're pretty much all out of MP, then I will meet you back here and we'll go at it and actually kill the boss. Okay, so I was, I guess, in another place, and I was thinking I could change weapons in battle, which you can't in this game. Must have been distracted with another game. But so basically what I did is I just went into the battle about, I think it was 3 times, and I emptied out all of my MP on all of those times, and I've got Opera's Healing Star up, oops, I forgot to re-equip anything for this fight, but I got Mirror Slice up pretty high, and I've got what was it, Healing Star up to over 900 I think now. So anyway, basically, I would spend pretty much all of your time using this battle to level up your stuff. One thing I would recommend is, before you push him all the way into the corner, is just put Claude in behind, because that way his attacks will never get interrupted since he's behind the enemy. So yeah, if you go and you do this and you waste all of your MP, and then you think, it's like, okay, time to escape and set things up for later, and say you run out of a lot of your HP and MP, how would you restore it? You could use blueberries and all that, but even though this can't be used in battle, I was told it was a reviving thing. It's basically a Mega Elixir. Full HP, full MP, all party members. It is really good even if you can't use it in battle. So anyway, once you're done playing around with this guy and you've got things set up the way you want, as you can see, my levels on many things has gone up quite a bit. Healing Star, okay, it's not over 900, it's almost 900. Put that up real high. And we've maxed out the proficiency on Mirror Slice, so I'll show off its max proficiency at some point, and then we'll take that one off. We probably won't use it for the rest of the game. Tear into pieces here, Ripper Blast, you have to execute more often, but it blocks the enemy more often, and I'll probably also show off relatively shortly his secondary ability, or secondary strategy you could build up for him. Anyway, so we're all set up and ready to go. Now we can head in here. You pretty much are required to use the Weird Slayer in order to beat this guy. And as soon as you hit him once with a killer move or the normal attack, you win the battle. It's really, really straightforward, really simple. I would spend as much time as you can building up your abilities against this boss before you move forward, because he doesn't seem to do anything, and you can stun lock him for pretty much the whole battle, waste all your MP, and really have nothing to worry about. So anyway, once we've done all that, then we can travel to the end of the area.
This is bad. Here's the enemy.
I will win.
Okay, so here's the completed amount of hits that we can get out of Mirror Slice.
Mirror Slice.
It's a lot of hits. I think it's like 8 or 12 hits or something like that. It does hit a lot of times. It does do a lot of damage. It is a good tech. It's probably his second best tech in the entire game. But there are other ways you can build up Claude that make him more useful in the long run. And one of them is just to spam Ripper Blast because it interrupts more enemies and it does it faster. And it has a lot less of a chance of being caught up, like we saw with Ernest earlier in the game, or like can happen with Claude. Now, I'm going to control Chisato for a little while, just because she likes to use tear gas when I'm not controlling her, and you will have noticed that she got some HP back from her attack there. She's almost indestructible at this point in the game because of the Weird Slayer. It's that good of an ability, or a weapon to use. So anyway, once you've done that, that door will close behind you.
Here it comes.
And yeah, but like I said, Chisato's really good for taking out groups as well as Claude with Ripper Blast, and you really don't have anything left to worry about in most normal encounters. It's when we get to bosses that we'll actually have to plan things out. But there are some more difficult enemies coming up. I think we can use the jewel we got. Yeah, you have to beat him in order to do that and proceed. Okay, the burglar's nest. This floor is iffy. Now, the Funny Slayer is an interesting item. We got this one way earlier in the game, doing the Ruddle or the Rattle or whatever his name was in this version of the game, that little side quest. We chased him around from place to place and directed him where to go. I made a point of getting this earlier in the game because it kills funny enemies in one hit. Well, you don't run into any funny enemies until now, so now is a good time to probably put this on. The only downside is it only has one attack power, which means someone is going to be nigh useless going forward. I will put that on Bowman for now, but it's probably not necessarily too early. The main reason you'll want to do that is the enemies around here, some of them are funny, and they give a huge amount of experience. I don't think we need it until the end of the area, but Bowman doesn't really need to be super useful with some of the other enemies, so I'm not worried about putting it on him right now. There are a few funny type enemies that we'll encounter going forward here. I don't think we fight one until the end of the area. Let's go up here real quick. I gotta find my map. Okay, I probably didn't need to find my map. There's literally 2 chests on this floor, and they're pretty easy to find.
Let's fight.
So now, the black ones there we'll do 1 damage to, except for Bowman, who will be able to one-shot kill them, because they are funny type enemies, and they give a good amount of experience. Not the max amount, but anyway. Alright, so what do we get here? Cure poison. Pointless. And Dream Crown, also kind of pointless at this point in the game. You should probably be over level 100 by now, which makes that entirely useless.
Behind?
Well, it's useless to be popular.
So yeah, we'll do 100 or only 1 damage to these guys. Bowman will one-shot them. And we get good experience for fighting them. As you can see, we're leveling multiple battles in a row, so they're very useful to fight. Let's heal that poison. This is why we don't really need the cure poison item, because we have Reina. Oh yes, first try! Hello! Santa, my best friend, how are you today? This guy almost never shows up. Okay, this is going to be really, really difficult for you to try and get him to spawn, but you'll want to come in here and try and spawn him. He sells all of the different gemstones that we've encountered throughout the game, including the rare ones. Well, I don't think he has some of the shittier ones, but he sells the Santa's boots for 10 million full, and the good try emblems, including elemental protection for everybody, all elements, for 5 million. And a go home frog, which basically use it in the Cave of Trials only. It'll warp you out. I wish it would do that in the final dungeon as well, but it doesn't. So anyway, if you're going to buy a whole bunch of try emblems, you're going to run out of money very, very quickly. Let's take a quick look at some of the items we can possibly sell at this point. Like I said, you may have wanted to build up your supply of gene shields and then just duplicate them and sell them. They are reproducible. If you have a battle suit, it sells by default for 26 million, problem solved. Right then and there, you don't need to do anything else. That's probably my route about going, way I'll go about things, since we're going to get some more of them anyway, but it's entirely up to you if you want to sell those or not. You could just sell a bunch of excess items that you've created over the game if you want to. Things that you don't need. Serpent's Tooth, Marvel Sword we don't need anymore. Got 2 of those. But yeah, anything else good that we can sell? Yeah, the Gene Shield sells for 260,000 full. It's only 10% of the battlesuit, but you can't reproduce the battlesuit. You can reproduce this until you're blue in the face. I would go to giveaway if you're going to do that, or one of the other cities on what is it, Expel? Yeah, Expel. That's the one. But yeah, you could sell a bunch of other things that you don't need anymore. Molecule wire. I would keep any of the item creation ones, but yeah, you could sell a bunch of excess junk that you don't need, make some money that way. Some of the swords and stuff like that, 780,000. You can make enough money by selling a bunch of the crap that you're not going to use. The reason why I'm not going to use this is less hit, even though it's more damage, and his attack is going to be fire elemental anyway due to explosion pills. But I like the additional hit. It's very nice. But yeah, you can make a whole bunch of money selling a lot of the excess equipments. You could sell the Sandus boots if you don't want them. Reflective armor sells for a decent amount. The Seraphic Garb also sells for crap tons of money, but nowhere near as much as the other ones, or the battle suit there. I don't know why the battle suit sells for so much. It's really ridiculous. Anyway, so yeah, once you've made enough money through whatever means you want, let's see, where's that battle suit at? Where are my battle suits? There it is. So I'm going to sell one of them. But actually, I'm not going to sell it right away. What I'm going to do, super specialty, identify all, raise price. Now we'll sell it. Not buy. Where are we here? And now it's 32 million. Yay! Look at all that money. Success. Now, next thing you want to do, super specialty. Give discount. And I know I have one around here somewhere. If I can't find it, I will find it off screen. There we go, Cinderella Glass. Use one of those. Talk to him again. And this time we will get an awesome bargain. Tri-emblems are only 2.25 million. And we'll just pick up 8 of them. And we'll grab a few go-home frogs, even though that doesn't matter. And since I don't need money for anything else, I'm going to max out all of these other items in case I feel like doing any item creation later in the game. But yeah, it's pretty straightforward to come in here if you've got a battle suit already. If not, you'll have to buy and sell a bunch of other things. You could do some item creation in here if you wanted to before leaving and then restock on any supplies. But at this point, you probably should have done most of the item creation that you were planning on doing in the game anyway. So anyway, buy all those. There we go. And now, if you're not using special attacks or killer moves and you're not worried about your MP anymore, you can equip the not the Tri-Emblem. Where's the good one? There it is, the Tri-Emblem. It also gives you some points to attack, defense, hit, avoid, magic. Not that the magic's particularly important. This is probably the best thing you can give to Reina in the game and any of the other mages if you're interested in doing that. So yeah, I'm going to use it on Claude since he's not going to use a whole bunch of MP at the moment. And I can probably use it on you too. The added elemental protection is probably the most useful part of this. Bowman still uses a lot of MP, so I'm going to keep him on the fairy ring. And you probably don't need the fairy ring anymore since you're no longer using that gun. So we can give you a Tri-Emblem as well. So yeah, he's the only one with the huge extra defense from that. I'm thinking I'll probably leave the Sylvan Mail and the dual suit on for now, just to protect me against stone, because I hate being stoned in battle. It's a real pain in the ass. But you probably should just go and equip the Garb at this point, because it gives you more defense, more void, and that's always helpful. Plus the elemental defense is good, more stamina, more luck. It's all really great. I will be equipping it before too long. It's just in the relatively near future, I'll be trying to protect myself. Anyway, that's pretty much all the time we have for today. Now, if Santa doesn't show up here, you're going to want to run away. Or not run away. You're going to want to leave the area.
Is this it?
They also have
Work out
normal
somehow.
thieves from the very start of the game in here, including the same shitty experience you got from them way back when. So there's that. But, oh right, we're supposed to hit a thing on one of the... I forgot to do that. Oh well. It's over here. You want to go talk to this one, press the button. That's the switch to open the door. Even though I don't plan on using all 8 of the tri-emblems, it was easy enough to get. If you're playing a normal file and... oh, well, there's this guy too. I guess we'll fight a boss before we go on, just because I wanted to make a point before we go forward. Funny Thief level 99. You'll take that. Yeah, you want the Funny Slayer equipped for this fight.
Behind you! No! Why?
Because if you have the Funny Slayer, he dies in one hit.
I
Now,
wanted to be
he
MVP
gives
here.
huge experience. If you fight 2 or 3 of them at the same time, which you will be able to on the next floor or 2, you'll be able to get a lot of experience out of this guy. And so having the Funny Slayer equipped going forward is going to be helpful. Normally, you can do normal damage to him with normal attacks, but Funny Slayer one-shots him, which makes it a lot easier since he tends to run away. But normally you won't get the Funny Slayer until you get to that point and beat him. But if you did the side quest early in the game, you already have access to it. Now, if Santa does not appear, this is the point where you want to go back, because if you step on this little thing here, it'll warp you down to the start of the area. In fact, I'm going to do that anyway. It allows you to escape, gives you the option. I'm going to go and save, since I haven't done that in a while, and then next time I'll meet you back up here. We'll have gained a few levels as we've come up, and yeah, I will see you guys next time.